Hi everyone, it's Shannon and welcome to today's video. So today's video I'm so excited to do because it's going to be my first collab. I've been wanting to do this for a while and I finally just kind of said let's just do it, and I contacted my friend Pete Carney, who has his own channel called Adventures by Carney. You may remember him or know him from Park Centers, which is on the WDWNT channel, and that's on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. And that's one of the shows that I watch. If I don't catch it live, I do catch it on the replay on Thursdays, but he does have his own personal channel. So we decided to do a collab together, and we are going to be answering 10 Walt Disney World questions, and this is going to be released on the same exact day. Don't know when I'm recording this. I'm not sure exactly when that's going to be, but we will be releasing it same day, same time, etc. So really excited, and but I do encourage, so I'm going to post a link below to not only his channel, but also his videos so you can see. We're going to be answering the same questions. Obviously, I haven't seen his answers. He hasn't seen mine. And but I also encourage you to check out his channel. His channel is awesome. It's not, it's got some park related, stuff, but it also has a lot of stuff about Orlando. He did, he attempted to do a live stream at Gatorland, but the Wi-Fi was not good. But he's done videos of different activities in Orlando. So if you're looking for something to do outside of Orlando, or in Orlando, but outside of Walt Disney World, then definitely check out his channel, because there's things that not a lot of people cover, and definitely it's gotten me interested to probably do other things in Walt Disney World. So definitely check out his channel. Now, as part of this collab, what we're going to be doing is we're each going to be doing a giveaway. It's going to be a $50 giveaway for a Disney gift card, and there's a couple ways to enter. So you need to subscribe to each of our channels, as well as comment on my video. And if you comment on his video, you'll be entered in his giveaway. So comments on mine will be entered in my giveaway, and comments on his, and then also like both videos. So like both videos, subscribe to both videos, and if you want to enter mine, leave a comment below, and then if you want to enter his, leave a comment on his. And I would say let's put, what is your favorite color magic band? So put that in the description below. What's your favorite color magic band? And that way we know you want to enter the giveaway. Another thing we want to do is we want to continue this on. So we know there's a lot of Disney content creators and vloggers and podcasters. So we want to kind of keep this going. So we're kind of starting it, and maybe we can see if we can start a trend. So we're going to be using the hashtag, let me see, it's hashtag 10 WDW questions tag. So I will leave it below so you'll see that hashtag. So if you make a video, either it's on Instagram, even if you don't have a YouTube channel, you have Instagram or anything else, any sort of social media, definitely use the tag. And if you are a content creator, definitely make this video. I think it'll be fun. Obviously, I'd appreciate it if you can link back to our videos since we started it. It will help build our channel. But if you don't, that's fine too. But I think it's fun, and I think it would be really fun for the Disney community to learn about everybody's kind of answer to these questions. So with that, let's go ahead and get started with question number 1. And the first question is, what is your favorite Walt Disney World land? Now, make sure all these questions are for Walt Disney World, not Disneyland or any other park, just Walt Disney World. So what is your favorite Walt Disney World land? And if I'm not including my son, because my favorite land at the moment tends to be whatever he likes. But if I'm going on my own personal, it's gotta be Fantasyland. And that's because, I'm a girl, and, that dream of being a princess. And I just love Fantasyland. We went in, I guess it was 2000 and I don't remember, but we got to sneak peek New Fantasyland, and we got to do a soft opening at the Little Mermaid ride, and it was so great. And I love what they did, the Seven Dwarfs ride, and everything is just wonderful. I love the princess meet and greets. I can't wait for them to come back. I'm not sure once they come back if my son is going to let me drag him in there. He let me up until this point. He was 4 the last time we went, so he may not want to do it anymore. But I just love Fantasyland. I think it brings me back to when I first went to Magic Kingdom as a kid. Okay, so question number 2 is, what is your favorite Walt Disney World attraction? And I'm gonna go back to old school. I love Space Mountain. I love it. I have some great memories. I have some great memories with my dad, riding that with my dad. So yeah, I mean, and I remember, you know, riding it for the first time when I think I was in second grade. So yeah, that's, I gotta go with Space Mountain. Now my son hasn't ridden it yet. He is tall enough. I'm terrified for him to ride it because it's in the dark and I can't reach him, or I can't see him. So I'm really scared. He is tall enough now, but that's probably going to be something he's going to ride on his next trip. So I'm really excited for him to ride that. Okay, so the third question is, what is your favorite Walt Disney World Resort? And this this one's tough for me, especially being a DVC owner. We get to experience a lot of different resorts, and I like different resorts for different things, but the one I keep coming back to is Boardwalk. And we stayed there in December for our trip, and then we also went back for spring break, and I love the convenience of it. It's perfectly situated between the back of Epcot and walking distance to Hollywood Studios. It's close to the Skyliner if you wanted to use the Skyliner. It's just so convenient. I love, you know, the Boardwalk. The activities are starting to open up. Ice cream shop has now opened, and I haven't even had a chance to go to that. So if there's just, I just love the ambiance of it, the convenience of it. I think the rooms are great. It's very convenient. I love the pool. I think it's one of the best slides. I'm not a slide person, but it is one of the best slides. It's got the community hall. It's got, you know, a little playground. It's got a small little kiddie pool. So for the little ones, it's just a really, really great resort. It's just got everything. So it's very tough. Old Key West is up there, Animal Kingdom Lodge, Grand Floridian, but my favorite's got to be Boardwalk. Okay, so number 4 is, what is your first memory at Walt Disney World? And I do have memories of going to Walt Disney World with my family when my parents were still married, and we never stayed on property. Staying on property was not a thing until I was an adult. But we stayed like a Days Inn, and I remember going with my grandmother, but I don't have any memory of inside the park. So my first real vivid memory is riding Space Mountain when I was in second grade, and I was so nervous to ride it. And I remember we took a van. My class had won a trip to Disney World at that point. I think it was 84, so only Magic Kingdom and Epcot were open. I don't even think I had been to Epcot at that point. But, and we drove up in a van. Our class was very small, went to a very small school, and the PE teacher was one of the chaperones. And I was like, I want to ride it, but I'm nervous, and she had never ridden it before. So we decided to ride it together. She was one of my favorite teachers. She's still at the school to this day. This is Ms. Whitfield. And so we rode it together, and I just remember her screaming in my ear the entire ride, because I kept saying, I'm going to close my eyes. Are you going to close your eyes? And she screamed in my ear the entire time, Shannon, are you closing your eyes? Shannon, are you closing your eyes? And I can still hear her voice to this day. And every time I ride it, I remember that moment. It's kind of one of those things that I just remember. It's very, very vivid. She was a wonderful teacher. She was there. It was a school that I went to until I graduated high school. She's still there, like I said, to this day. But like I said, I always remember that every time I ride Space Mountain. Number 5 is, what is your favorite memory at Walt Disney World? So this is definitely going to be anything with my son. So we took our son for his first birthday to Walt Disney World, and then we did a Disney cruise. So I do have some memories of that, and there was a wonderful memory of him meeting Talking Mickey at the time, and that I remember, I literally came home from that trip and bought into Disney Vacation Club. Like, that's how magical that trip was. But my favorite memory has to be, he was probably a little bit older than 2, and my son had a severe speech delay. And at that point, he was in some therapy, and he really didn't talk. My husband and I had gone to the after hours the night before. We had gotten a sitter. We were staying at Bay Lake, and then we went to Chef Mickey's the next day, and we're sitting at Chef Mickey's, and he's, in his high chair. He was, like I said, a little over 2, and then Minnie Mouse came around. He didn't speak at that point. He said, like, Mommy and Daddy, but that was it. And then all of a sudden, he sees Minnie Mouse, and he's like, Minnie Mouse, Minnie Mouse. And my husband and I just lost it. Like, we were just like, what? And he kept screaming it. And that whole trip, he was enamored with Minnie Mouse. He kept calling Mickey Mouse Tua. We still don't know why. He eventually started calling Mickey Mouse Mickey, but for a long time he called him Tua. We don't know why. But that trip, every time he saw Minnie Mouse, he was like, Minnie Mouse, Minnie Mouse. And it was just that moment to hear him talk as a parent, going through those struggles of him not being able to speak. And it's just a very difficult time, and it's a very difficult time for any parent when you hear that that your son is delayed in anything. That was just a magical moment, and it really was, and I'll never forget it. And we have this really cute video. I'll probably Ryder, who is that? Minnie Mouse?
Minnie Mouse.
Say bye, Minnie Mouse.
Say bye, Minnie Mouse.
Bye, Minnie Mouse.
Give her a kiss. Yeah, there you go. Bye, Minnie.
And that's when he, saw Minnie Mouse and said goodbye to her at Animal Kingdom. It was just really sweet. So that's got to be my favorite memory because it involves my son. And I just remember he had worked so hard to get there, and he worked so hard to say it. It was really just incredible. Okay, number 6 is tell us a moment you were pixie dusted at Walt Disney World. And I've actually been pixie dusted quite a bit. We had a room upgrade. We booked a value studio one time on cash at Animal Kingdom Lodge, and we got upgraded to a 1-bedroom. That was pretty incredible. There was one time we were at Satuli Canteen, and a cast member just came and brought us 2 desserts, which was nice. It was really nice. And but probably my favorite was I was Mrs. Florida America in 2019, and the pageant was in Orlando, and we moved. It turned out that the Moonlight Magic was going to be the day after the night after the pageant at Epcot. So we booked an additional night at Boardwalk, and at Boardwalk Inn actually, and so we could walk. And I don't know, I think I tweeted, something about having won, and now we're headed to Disney, or now we're headed to the boardwalk. I don't remember what he did, but we went to Chef Mickey's and got to the hotel and checked in, and then we're getting ready, kind of resting and getting ready to go to Moonlight Magic, and got a knock at the door, and it was room service, and they handed me this beautiful tray, and this tray with a white chocolate Mickey Mouse and a beautiful note that said, like, congratulations on your win, enjoy your stay, or I don't remember. I still have the card somewhere, but it was so nice. I don't know if the pageant told them that I was coming. I don't even know, but it was so unexpected. It was so nice. Having won, I was still kind of on that high of having won. So it was just kind of made that win a little bit extra special. And it's probably one of the reasons why I love the boardwalk, because all the cast members in Walt Disney World are amazing, but I don't know, there's something about the cast members at Boardwalk. Okay, so number 7 is, what is the best meal you've ever eaten at Walt Disney World? And this one's kind of hard. I've had some I'm not a foodie. So first of all, I'm not a foodie. I love the pork ribs at Nomad Lounge. We love those, but those aren't really a meal. We go there just for the ribs. And even my son loves them. But that's not really a meal. I think our best meal is going to be surprising. It's actually at Cinderella's Royal Table. And it's been twice where, and I believe it was either the filet or some sort of steak. It was fantastic. We ate there the last 2 Decembers on our trip, and both meals have been incredible. I remember 2 years ago, so it was 2019, and we went there, and we had gone to Boathouse, which is one of our favorites. Love Boathouse as well. But when we went to Cinderella's Royal Table, we really weren't expecting a great meal. And my husband and I just going, wow, that meal was really good. That was the best meal we had all week. And the same thing when we went in December, it was the best meal we had all week. So I know we had gone there back I want to say in 2008, and it was okay. But the last 2 times we've gone, in December 2019 and December 2020, the meals have been incredible, and definitely our best meals on Walt Disney World. Okay, so number 8 is, what is one thing you never go to Walt Disney World without? Oh, this one's kind of tough. I want to say a stroller, but my son's 5 and he's kind of getting close to out of the stroller, and I'm gonna really miss the stroller. But And then one other part I want to say is an umbrella, but I don't always bring an umbrella. So I want to say the one thing I always bring is a charger. And because you use your phone for My Disney Experience, and then I use the Touring Plans Line app, and then you're taking pictures and video. And so I always bring some sort of external charger or battery. I'm a big fan of the fuel rods. I know a lot of people aren't, but I'm a big fan of the fuel rods. We actually have two and we've exchanged them out. So yeah, I guess the one thing I always bring is an external charger or extra battery. Okay, so number 9 is, what is your favorite thing to do at Walt Disney World that is not in a theme park? And I gotta say Fort Wilderness. Pretty much anything at Fort Wilderness, but if I had to get specific, so our big tradition that we do every year is do something in Fort Wilderness in December. For 2 years, we went to Mickey's Backyard Barbecue, and then that closed and we did Hoop-de-Doo, and then last year nothing was open. So we never made it out to Fort Wilderness. But all those years that we did, we always do a sleigh ride. So that is something that is a tradition. They didn't have them last year. I really missed it, because you get on the sleigh ride, you do a tour, and I'll put a card somewhere of when we did it. It's just really great. You know, you get to see the I don't guess what they're called. I guess the drivers. They know which loops have like amazing Christmas lights, so they go to those loops and they take you by those. And you know, and I learn a lot from them. They give us some history about Fort Wilderness and about the sleigh rides. And then one of the things that you also get is you get a little pin that you only get if you do the sleigh ride. So we actually have two. So we did it in 2018 and 2019. I made Christmas ornaments out of them. That's what I do with all my pins. I make Christmas ornaments out of them. So we didn't get one for 2020 because they didn't have it, but I'm really hoping that they bring it back for 2021. And the last question, number 10, is, what is one piece of advice you would give someone visiting Walt Disney World for the first time? And that's easy. Plan. I mean, their saying goes, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. That's the same thing. I think, you know, Walt Disney World, I remember when I was a kid, you could just drive. We would leave at 5 o'clock in the morning, get to Walt Disney World or Magic Kingdom, and, you know, go to the park and then come back, and you kind of winged it. Those days are gone. And, you know, it is what it is. I know a lot of people miss those days, but they're not coming back. So you just got to go with it. So it really helps you plan. And I have friends who say, you know, oh, I don't know why you guys go to Disney. I hate going to Disney. And I see it's because they don't plan anything. They don't have a plan of attack, like when you go to the park, or they get to the park at 11 a.m. and, you know, instead of getting there early and maximizing those times when nobody else is there. So really plan. And then on the same effect is, plans change. So go with the flow. Remember you're on vacation. You remember you're at Walt Disney World, and that you're, you know, it's a privilege to be there. You know, Disney World is expensive, and not everybody can afford to go. So I think a lot of people forget that. So plan as much as you can, and that will help with enjoying everything. Touring Plans lineups help with that. But then also, you know, go with the flow, and if things change, just kind of go with it, because, you know, like I said, I have a whole itinerary, and we learned back in July. My son was like, I just want to ride things that go fast. So my itinerary and my plans went out the window, and we did whatever he wanted. And, you know, sometimes that's fine. So, you know, that would be my one piece of advice for anybody going to Walt Disney World for the first time. So with that is my first collab/tag of the 10 WDW questions tag. So make sure you use the hashtag if you make the video yourself. If you don't and you just want to put some questions or answers in below, please do so. Also, if you do want to enter the giveaway, make sure to put your favorite Magic Band color in the comments below. That way I know you want to enter, and I will put, so in 2 weeks, whenever this goes up, in 2 weeks, I will put the winner in the comments, and I will try and contact you. So just probably contact me via Instagram. So if you find me, just find me on Instagram and DM me. So we will, I'll figure out how to get in touch with whoever is the winner. So with that, if you like this video, click like, click and subscribe. That way you get a notification every time I post a new video. And don't forget to go see Adventures by Carney. Watch his video as well. Give him a like, give him a subscribe. and let's keep this tag going. So if you like this video, also tag other creators and say, you know what, I want you to do this tag. I want you to answer these questions. That will also help us out as well. So with that, see you real soon, everyone.